Hello, happy Super Bowl Sunday. I am being a very good girl. I've been up since 5:30 this morning studying so that when our friends come over this evening, I don't feel guilty relaxing and having fun for a couple hours with them while we watch the Super Bowl. So it's, it's one of those, I do have 2 exams tomorrow and a journal due first thing in the morning that I'm almost finished with that I will actually email to my clinical instructor before the party happens. But, it's one of those things where I had explained to you earlier that you have to find that balance and time for yourself and your family and such. And I have to say 8-9 hours of studying today allows me the right to take a couple hours off during Super Bowl. So I've been up and down cooking a little bit, but listening to lecture while I do that, so I'm multitasking and studying while things are in the oven. So I feel really good, actually. I've completed my 3rd week of nursing school and I absolutely love it. It is stressful, but to me it's in a fabulous way. I love the lab. I love all the instructors in there, and they rotate. There's different days, there's different instructors in. Monday and Wednesdays are my class days. I have perspectives on Mondays for 2 hours in the first thing in the morning from 8 to 10, and that is the technical part of nursing, the history, the legal aspect, the ethic aspect, all that kind of nuts and bolts of it, which actually is very interesting. Then we have, on Mondays, our lab instructor comes into our room and teaches us our new skills because we have checkoffs every week in the lab on anywhere from 3 to 5, 6 skills. And then we have lunch, and then we have the rest of the day until 4 for fundamentals, and Wednesday from 8 to 4 is nothing but fundamentals. So I am playing around with how I'm studying and such. I'm going to let you know tomorrow after my exam. I'm going to do another video because I have adjusted some learning things, or not learning, but the ways I'm studying. And that'll be another video. But I'm absolutely loving nursing school. I have to say I have fabulous classmates, and that's no joke. They truly are. They're great, and there's some that are very quiet and kind of like to keep to themselves, and there's others that are just like me and bloop, 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 bloop. But for the most part, especially in lab, when it comes time to work with each other, or if you need a partner, nobody sits back. Everybody's like, hey, do you need me for a blood pressure check, or do you need me to be your patient in the bed for the bad bath? And we're also learning how to change an occupied bed. So you can do it with a mannequin, but it's nothing like doing it with a real person. And when they give you scenarios, not everything's perfect. When they actually act limp and when they actually act like they're not feeling good and stuff, it just helps all that much more. And I have to say that it's great give and take on everybody's part, and we're all getting, of course, still working out team dynamics. That's a natural part of new groups coming together. But I have to say, for the most part, actually I haven't even really seen anything negative. I love my classmates, I just do. And people are kind of dividing as far as study groups, but it's based on kind of like maybe by age or maybe by how they learn. People are making friends and, feeling comfortable with others, and that's fine. I'm still feeling all that out myself. I am bonding quite a bit with some, but, I don't know. I talk to everybody. I want to know everybody. And last Monday I brought in banana bread because cooking relaxes me. I love it. Makes me happy. And they were really, I brought in banana bread and orange juice, and they were really very thankful. I was touched because I was like, it's just banana bread, but I'm just that kind of person that likes to feed others and take care of them and stuff. like that. So my instructors are fabulous. The nurse, even though some days we can ask 1,000 questions and they just want to get through their PowerPoints, they never make you feel like, would you hush up? I just want to get through my PowerPoints. Never. It's very encouraging. It makes you more comfortable and at ease to ask those questions. And in other videos, I've always told you there's always someone that has the same question as you. They just may not be able to gather up enough nerve to ask, and that's okay. They'll build their confidence and stuff, but hey, if I have a question, I'm asking. And a lot of times I repeat things back for my brain purposes, so I hope that doesn't bother too many people, but I've had some people say, hey, I learn a lot when you ask questions. It's something I didn't think about, or I had that question, but I was a little shy about raising my hand. I'm like, don't ever be shy about raising your hand. So, and like I said, lab is just, it's so much fun to get back there and get your hands dirty, so to speak. And I had my first lab check off on Thursday, and I thought I was going to die. I was so nervous, and actually she let me go early. I showed up early just to practice and things, and I think they're pretty impressed with our class because we're there all the time. And there's a lot of us that are there for most of the day. But it's up to us on Tuesday, Thursday. It's up to us for study time, lab time, however you want to do your day. Or if you just stay home, you just stay home. Fridays are clinical days. And but for the most part, we're all in there. But they made me feel very comfortable during checkoff. I was completely nervous. It was over vital signs, pulse points, hand washing, PPE, which is personal protective equipment. Like, for instance, if you have a patient with C. diff, or if you're going to go into a messy situation and you don't want to get poo-poo and vomit all over you, there's a certain way of putting your equipment on and taking it off, certain orders and such. But I love it. I absolutely love it. My dad asked me the other day on the phone, is it everything you thought it was going to be? Is it as hard or as easy or what? And I said, it's everything I thought it was going to be. It is overwhelming, and it is a lot of reading. I'm not even going to lie to you. You cannot procrastinate. It's a lot of organization of your time, not just organization of your notebooks and stuff. It's of your time. But I wouldn't do anything else. I wouldn't. And like I said, Friday was our first day in clinical. We were in a long-term care facility. And, I can't speak of my assigned resident, but again, everybody, we were teammates. We had 3 instructors that we've never had for class yet. I mean, because they teach other classes. So it was nice getting to know different clinical instructors. They are just as fabulous and want us to succeed and patient. And we're assigned to one. Each one had 6 of us. But if ours was busy with someone else, the others are like, how you doing? Do you need me? Do you have any questions? They just make you so comfortable that you just want to do so well, not only for yourself, but for them and for your school. It's just amazing. And I can't wait to go back next Friday. I'm just in love with it all. But I just wanted to give you an update, let you know how things are going, and they're going very well. I am still, like I said, just finished week 3, still feeling my way through, still figuring out how I want to do things exactly. I'll probably figure it out by the time it's time to change to my last 8 weeks when I'm in 3 different classes. But I love fundamentals. I love our book. I'm going to be honest with you. I was just so wanting to get into the nitty-gritty. I'm like, I know I understand. I have to understand the ins and outs of nursing and how to document, how to da-da-da, but I thought it'd be the boring part. None of this is boring to me. I'm soaking it all in, and I'm loving every second of it. When it's something you want to do, it doesn't really feel like work. I mean, I have a lot of due dates. I have a lot of time crunches. I have kids that, you know, my children, I want to be at their wrestling matches and ball games and stuff. And it's really hard to do to manage my time. But it's also worth it. Every aspect of it is worth it to me. And one thing I do, and don't laugh, but Eric and I have mandatory date night once a week. It's our thing. We said we were going to do it. We let that slack last semester. And that's just not good to be couple-wise. I'm not saying you have to go out and spend a lot of money. For instance, last weekend, it was in between paydays, and we just kind of wanted to stay in. So he went and he got some beer. I already had some wine. And we did a puzzle together in our living room while I was playing my lectures. I kid you not. I had my tape recorder going through my computer, and so we're concentrating on the puzzle, but I'm listening at the same time, and he wasn't bothered at all. In fact, he was like, hey, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Or, in the military, it's kind of similar when we do this. And so he's understanding. He's like, man, he's like, some of these lectures are long. And I'm like, well, that's fundamentals. That's the all-day class, but he's like, it's all interesting, and people are asking really good questions. So now when I'm doing homework, if I have a question or something, sometimes I bounce it off to him. He's listening to my lectures right along with me, and he'll even say, what'd you guys talk about today? He's really pretty interested. So I'm throwing that out there. If you want your spouse maybe to understand a little bit more about what you're doing, or to have patience, or, I don't know what spouses necessarily think, but nursing is a lot. It's a lot physically, it's a lot mentally, there's a lot of pressure to know your stuff. And when they understand what you're going through, when they understand the expectations, when they understand what's expected of you as a student and as a potential nurse to be in charge of someone's life someday, Eric's all over it. He's awesome. He really, really is. And I love the fact that even though it's not his passion, he's happy it's my passion, and he's really trying to understand it. So, play lectures for your spouse. Even if they don't get into it, they're understanding what you're going through, They have a better idea of, wow, anatomy's really hard, or, what's the medial aspect of the antecubital space, when you're doing vital signs. My family's also been great about letting me practice on them all the time. So the more you're in lab, the more comfortable you're going to be. The more comfortable you're going to be, the more comfortable you're going to be. I can't stress that enough. So when it comes to Chekhov, as comfortable and confident as I was, I still stumbled in some places, caught myself, knew what I was doing. I say it out loud all the time at home. I talk to myself. I pretend I have a patient. All that. You have to go through the motions. Don't ever think it's just going to be a piece of cake and easy. It's just not. So you want to get that time in the lab, get with a partner, practice on your family at home, do whatever you have to do. So that's my message. That's my first 3 weeks, my first day of clinicals, and I will be back more this week. I have lots of ideas and things I want to talk about to help you all out with starting, or just to chit-chat and see the comparisons from different nursing programs. But I'm completely blessed with where I'm at and the staff that I'm at with and the school I'm at. It's amazing. Can't say enough about it. So happy Super Bowl. Go Niners! I know I'm on the East Coast and it is cool Baltimore's going, but I am a West Coast girl. My Seahawks should have made it, but they didn't. That's okay. So I'm going to say go 49ers. We'll see. Have a good day. Bye.